Hi, Meg here from IT Stamping, and today we're going to be making an all occasions card featuring the Blossom Punch from Stampin' Up. So I'm going to start with two pieces of Pool Party that are each 1.5 inch wide, and I started them at 4 inches, and that's not going to be their final length. But to begin with, I'm going to start by making little chevrons and notching out the middle using a square punch. So there's my first one, and just do this real quick. So I have already dry embossed these pieces of Pool Party using the Finial Press embossing folder from Stampin' Up. Now I'm going to go ahead and layer these onto a piece of Very Vanilla that's going to be 4 inches by 5.25 inches. I've got adhesive on there. And it's okay that it's hanging off the top because we're going to fix that in just a minute. But I want to make these to where they're level across the bottom. And then all you need to do is grab your paper snips or your paper trimmer and trim this off. It's easier to do this than start with the exact length you want and then try to punch this out. It just works a whole lot better. Alright, the next thing I've got is a piece of Pool Party that's 3 inches by 3 inches and a piece of Very Vanilla that's going to be 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And I ran this through the square lattice embossing folder, and it's going to go on top of our card. Now the next thing that I've done is I've taken the Blossom Punch and I've punched out 2 pieces of the Everyday Enchantment Designer Series paper and also a piece of vellum cardstock, not vellum paper but vellum cardstock, using the Blossom Punch, this one right here from Stampin' Up. So I'm just taking my bone folder and I'm going to curl these edges up. And then we will start doing a little bit more of our layering. So the base of our card is going to be soft suede, 5.5 by 8.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and lay this piece of Very Vanilla on top. Then I'm going to take a piece of Old Olive satin ribbon and grab my ribbon scissors. I'm going to fold the ribbon in half and cut out a little divot. And this is going to lay across my cardstock like so. And so I'm going to fold this over and cut again. So I'm going to take this, and I've got sticky strip down already, and I'm just going to lay this over the top. Then I'm going to take some dimensionals behind my Poppy Parade layer. So we'll go ahead and get these in place. And this is going to go all the way flush to the top, centering it on that Pool Party. Now we're ready to layer our flowers. So I'm going to take my snail and I'm going to put vellum in the middle. And then that pattern paper again. I love this pattern paper. I use a dimensional behind the blossom there and put this in the center of the card. Next I'm going to take from the Boho Blossoms a piece of Poppy Parade, and it's the largest flower. And I'm also going to take my 1 inch circle punch with a piece of Very Vanilla. And these two are going to get layered. I'm going to put a dimensional in place on the back of this. And then we're ready to do our stamping. So I'm going to take one of the center pieces from the Mixed Bunch stamp set and stamp it in Pool Party onto Very Vanilla. The 3/4 inch circle punch will be used to punch it out. And then I'm going to use my snail to put it in place. There we go. I'm always losing my snail today. This is just going to center right on top of there. Then we're going to use one of the large pearls, and this is from the 2012 Occasions mini catalog from Stampin' Up. I love these giant pearls. And I'm just going to put that right in the center. Now the next thing I'm going to do is incorporate some more of this Old Olive. So I've taken my 1 inch circle punch and punched out a circle using Old Olive cardstock. I'm going to slide it back in to my 1 inch circle punch and punch out little cat eyes. You can only get 3 of these out of 1 circle. And then once again, grab your snail and put these leaves into place. So it just kind of brings that old olive back in from where we used it with the ribbon. Now for the inside of the card, I've got a top note that I cut out with very vanilla cardstock, and I'm just going to tuck that to the inside. I'm going to take this cute little blossom center again and just stamp it down into the bottom left-hand corner. And so there you've got our card. It's an all-occasion card. There's no sentiment on it. Of course, you can add one to the inside, or you can add it down at the bottom, wherever you would like. But you've got a great all-occasions card featuring Stampin' Up's Blossom Punch. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video tutorial. To learn more about rubber stamping for card making and scrapbooking, be sure to visit www.iteachstamping.com. And remember, I don't just sell rubber stamps, I teach you how to use them. Have a great day.